Welcome back. Classes are used in Python to group related data and functions together, creating a blueprint for objects which allows for better code organization, reusability, and easier maintenance. This is the most general syntax of a class. A class is defined using class keyword followed by class name, which can be anything, and ending with a colon. Then inside this class, we define an inbuilt function called init, which initializes the values for an object's attribute. Init function is always executed when the class is being initiated. The first parameter of the function is the object itself, represented by the word self, followed by other parameters which are attributes of the class. Inside the function, we assign these parameters to self.attribute. Now let's simplify this with an example. Imagine you have a recipe for a cake that tells you the flavors and number of layers. Each cake you bake using that recipe is an object or an instance of the class. Let's say we have three different cakes. Each cake is built from the same recipe or blueprint, which is the cake class, but different flavors and layers, making each cake object unique. Classes can also contain methods. A method is nothing but a function associated with its respective object or class. They enable encapsulation of behaviors within the objects or classes. It can perform various actions using the attributes of its class. Its first parameter is always self. Let's look at our previous example. Here, the method describe cake describes the cake using values stored in the class at that instance. Once we created the class and the methods, we can now create objects, which in our case are different types of cakes from the class. To create objects, we need to assign the class with arguments, which in our case are flavor and number of layers. Each object is unique but follows the same blueprint from the class. And as we create the objects with the class name and arguments, the values will be initialized in the class. The main purpose of the object oriented programming and the concept of classes is to organize the code by representing real world entities as objects, which combine data, which are attributes, and the actions that can be performed on the data into a single unit called a class. That's it. Now you know how classes work in Python. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more.